and spoke candidly about their involvement in the drug trade. Jua explained that the couple's descent began after a personal tragedy, the loss of their child approximately 2 years prior.
How did we get here?
I don't know. They told me, like I was telling her, standing by him because I love him. My whole heart. My children said, my family said, he don't love you. Why are you staying with him? And I told them, I feel like he just wants to be loved. But his children love him, but he doesn't see I love him. He doesn't see. He want more. He was living a normal life. We all living normal life until my son died. My son died 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
He died from his sleep. We got the last Christmas together, and then he went, and then he never woke up.
How old was he?
He was 35.
They ever figure out what happened?
I don't know.
Really?
But he had kidney problem too since he was 11. So he been through a lot. At that time, from my husband not the same anymore. He can't sleep. We all grieve. It's terrible. We grieve. That's how we have to let go and move on.
Cases like this aren't always black and white. On paper, it's a drug bust, meth, guns, cash, the whole operation. But when you actually read through the reports, talk to the evidence, and listen to what was said in that interview room, you see something a little more layered.
My son, Simon, his friends started to come around. That's when everything started, when I don't even know what's happening. And before I know it, he came to me because we didn't have money to do my son's stone. So my husband came to me and said, we don't have money, so can we do this for my son's stone? And I said, no, that's not us. That's not us. We'll find a way. We do fundraise. And he said, just try. And then that's how he get started. But when he started, he started by like those young kids came around him and told him about, how they doing this and how they got making him feel like he feels sympathy for them.
What do you mean by when you said they tell them what they were doing this?
Like they said, we don't when they do drugs, they like the people that are selling to them charge too much.
Trust too much?
Charge.
Charge too much,
Yeah.
okay.
So my husband, he's a good heart. I'm telling you, he's not a bad person. He's a very good heart man. His heart is like very humble. So he feels sympathy for them, and he said, you know what? If you really want to do it, I help you. I help you, and I help you, and you just take the profit, so that you can build and you can buy clothes, and you can have money to buy clothes and food because they're homeless. And that's how everything started.
Simultaneously, agents with the West Central Metropolitan Enforcement Group executed a search warrant at the couple's residence in La Crosse. Officers recovered additional quantities of methamphetamine, totaling more than 200 grams, alongside 190 grams of marijuana stored in jars and baggies. One particularly alarming discovery was methamphetamine concealed in a child's blue jean jacket. Investigators also located a black Hi-Point 9mm handgun, rifles chambered in .22 and .30-06, a .177 caliber air rifle, and numerous items of drug paraphernalia. A locked black safe containing drug-related evidence was also seized, as were surveillance hard drives that appeared to have recorded security footage from inside the residence.
What kind of drugs was he dealing with?
Just meth, no marijuana, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he didn't get anything, and I said, you need to stop because there's nothing here, And then he said, no, we want to help them, so let's continue.
Jua didn't lawyer up or plead the fifth. She talked, and she didn't glamorize anything, if anything. She admitted they were dealing drugs. She admitted they got in too deep.
When it's fronted to him, how does he then pay for it when he goes back out? Or who's...
He just told them to get the price that the guy wanted back to him to give to the guy, and then the profit the kids can have.
Do you know what the price was that he had to give back to the guy on any of that?
No, at that time I don't know anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, did he go bigger than a zip?
It started like a one fronted, and then or two, and then sometime when he got it, he, like those kids, you know, they have lived this lifestyle for so long, so they know how to lies, or they know how to manipulate him to believe them will pay. Some pay, some don't pay, and then he get trouble. And I always there to tell him, if they don't pay, don't give it to them because you're gonna get trouble. And like I always scared, and I always tell him, stop. He said, if you're scared, then don't do it. And I said, even I'm not doing it, I'm here. I'm here because I love you and I want to help you. I want to help you to understand that life is not just this. We can find another way to buy the storm. And you know, these kids, they have a choice. They have a choice to build a better life or like make a better decision. They choose to live like this. It's not that they don't have mom and dad. They do, but it's the lifestyle they want to live. And this is not us. We brought in Christian.
Her statements, stacked on top of the surveillance and a growing pile of evidence, basically confirmed what investigators already suspected. The Taos managed to move between 42.5 and 45.5 ounces into La Crosse County from August 2023 through January 2024. She also stated that she believed her husband had been receiving approximately 2 ounces of meth per month from January through August. In the 6 months leading up to his arrest, Tudang was involved in distributing or possessing with the intent to distribute more than 5.5 kilograms of methamphetamine. According to his own statements, he sourced meth from various suppliers located in Minnesota, California, Canada, and Mexico, and acted as the main supplier for at least 6 other drug distributors. Throughout the investigation, a series of controlled buys were conducted, during which Tudang and Jua unknowingly screwed themselves over right in the ass and sold a total of 203.9 grams of methamphetamine to a confidential informant in La Crosse. In at least one of these transactions, Tudang was armed, and he later attempted to obtain additional firearms, reportedly to provide to his drug sources. The couple took a break in December 2023, but resumed activity in early January, and on the day of their arrest, Jua said they traveled to Minneapolis to purchase 1 pound from a man known only as Joe, who she described as Hispanic.
How many times have you either gone up to Minneapolis and got meth or had meth delivered down to you in those
At
last
the
2 years?
beginning, it was like they come down
How often?
once or twice a month.
Once or twice a month? And what would they bring down when they come down once or twice a month?
I not really know because at the beginning he was like negotiating with him and like talking to him. So I don't know anything until later. Then the guy was like pissed with him that he doesn't have the right money, doesn't have the right number, and he was at him. And I said, honey, don't do this because you don't know how to do it. But he said, you know, he will try. And then he's not good at computer technician or like dealing with numbers or reading. He doesn't have patience. So I was with him, so I said, I help you calculate, I help you to put everything together. So it's like when I helping him to put the numbers and making sure that he has the right number for the guy, everything was starting to go better.
How much was he, when you started helping with the numbers, what kind of weights, how much was he getting?
Sometimes he, at the beginning, I don't know, but when I started, it was like maybe 3 zip, 4 zip.
How many times do you think he got 3 or 4 zips when you were helping him with the numbers?
You mean how many times the guy bring to him?
Or did you go up there?
Oh, no. We never go on that guy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he'd bring 3 or 4 zips down to you.
From the, yeah.
How many times do you think that happened?
2 times a month.
2 times a month?
Yeah.
In the end, both Tudang and Jua were charged with multiple felony offenses, possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine, and maintaining a drug trafficking place. Tudang was released on a $7,500 signature bond, Jua on a $5,000 bond. But given the volume of drugs involved and Tudang's suspected connections, the state referred the case up to federal prosecutors. When a U.S. district judge finally sentenced him, he described Tudang as a serious risk to the community, and on March 3, 2025, Tudang and Jua pleaded guilty to federal drug charges. Ultimately, Tudang was sentenced to 90 months in prison, 7.5 years. Njua was sentenced to 5 years of probation. Some believe she was forced into Tudang's operation out of fear, while others wonder if she was just as involved and just better at hiding it. This case was a reminder that drug trafficking doesn't always come with a warning label. Sometimes it's not the shady figure in a dark alley. It's an ex-couple driving home, looking like they had just finished a weekend antique shopping trip. Or it's a quiet man in his 50s, living what seems like an average life, who turns out to be running a side hustle as a full-blown drug lord. Got a closet full of shirts that should be charged with fashion crimes? Head over to CodeBlueCam.com and pick up a fresh tee, hoodie, or one of over a dozen apparel options.